check this out. This is the woolshed. So there's a few campers here already, making themselves at home with their swags. But yeah, check this out, eh? How's this?
Well, the little jump starter pack
I feel like I'm in someone's house. Look at this, eh?
Hey, Carlo.
It's nice when things haven't been ruined. Well folks, there's my setup for tonight. Just been checking out these other guys. A whole bunch of them over there. All from Victoria. All different setups. So here we go. Well, here I am. I was just moving some rocks out because I thought, yep, here we go. I'll be able to have a bit of a campfire. But you know what? Look at this. People's rubbish in here. That's what they're trying to hide. Absolutely insane. Like, who does that? Someone's swag pole. What is wrong with people? Seriously. Plastic. Look, that is just insane. Really leaves a sour thing in your mouth when you see people do this kind of stuff. It's just disgusting. Calling it out. It's just disgusting. Look at it. Absolutely foul. Fancy leaving your swag poles here. Disgusting. Whoever you are that did that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Just got my leftovers. Hopefully smoke gets rid of these flies. They're absolutely insane. Well, good morning everyone. Just gotten up. As I walked over here, there's a bit of a lean-to. It's like I'm just about to fall out the van. So I suspect that tyre's gone down on this side of the van. So I'll have to have a look at that this morning. It's 7 o'clock. It's still dark outside, eh? So I'm going to get dressed, get a coffee going. So what I'm going to do with that tyre. So down to the bitumen, Nullabore's think it's 100 k's away. Don't think people out here really sell valves. That's the problem with it. What do you reckon, eh? I suppose it's a bit hard to tell, but a bit of a lean-to. It feels like it anyway. I'm gonna have my coffee and sort it out, I suppose. Well, I don't fall over as I'm going out. I think she's right down the tyre. You ready for it? Check this lean out. I'll show you in a minute. Let's put my coffee down. So, let's start by that. She's a bit low there. I think she's a bit on the lean. Anyway. I'm at Koonalda Homestead, which is off the old Eyre highway across the Nullarbor, out in the middle of nowhere. There's no phone signal out here. Absolutely remote. Dirt, red dirt. Beautiful skies. Absolutely glorious. Got some campers over here. Just over yonder. Now, if you remember in the last episode, I had a bit of a problem with my leaking valve on my caravan. I let the tyres down because I came off the bitumen and I came up a fairly rocky road, and certainly when I went down to see the caves it was very rocky and scaly and you know, that kind of stuff. However though, the tyre seemed to be a bit lower than it should have, and I've discovered a leak in the valve. Can you believe that? A leak in the valve. A tyre repair kit, I thought, but doesn't have any spare ones. So I've woken up this morning to this. Bit of a lean-to. And I've just woken up to a fly in my coffee. These flies, I tell you, they don't go to bed, do they? Look, there he is. I'm going to make a new one, a new coffee. I'm not drinking that. Who knows where the flies have been, eh? What a good start to the morning. Flat tyre, now a fly in my coffee. So I'm going to go make a new one. I'm going to get a new one made, get the pump out, pump her up, see if I can play with the valve a little bit. It'll get me to the bitumen, and next stop's Nullarbor, and I'll have a bit more of a look at what I'm going to do, whether it's a tyre change or if I can muck around with that valve. So yeah, not much fun, eh? Anyway. Joys, eh? Let's see how we go. Just an idea anyway. Coming up. We've got to 20 or 18 or whatever it is. 18. It's about 2 psi out this gauge. She's coming out. It might have to be a change of tyre, I think. I'll get to Nullarbor. I think that's. Turn the cap on, and it seems to slow it down or stop it, but. What a bugger, eh? Well, folks, it's Wednesday. There is a smell, some smell coming from the front of that engine. I can't pinpoint it. I can't put my finger on it, so I don't know. It's just this slight little smell. So I'm gonna well, I mean, I've got to keep going, so I've got to keep going and see what happens. Yeah, anyway, I'll see how it goes. Everything seems to be working fine at the moment, so I'll keep on going and I'll see what happens. Keep an eye on the tyres. So we are getting towards the end of the trip. It's been great so far, but hopefully we continue to go as we've been going and nothing goes wrong. Don't know if you can see, but definitely got a few hitchhikers all around the place here. They're all sitting down there and across my windscreen, all across there. Look at them. They're unbelievable. Flies. They're the most annoying creatures on this earth. Not even rid deters them from jumping on you. They seem to know where you are at all times. Here we go. There's my map. You can see it or not, but heading towards the bitumen or towards the Eyre highway. So what a great little time we've had. I've had. And you've joined me, so hope you're having a great time as much as I am, sharing in my experience here in this solo episode of Prado 150 out of here. Just doing a comfortable 60. I'm going to be able to do 60 k's an hour. Everything's going all right. 84 on the temperature gauge. And 100% for the lithium battery. That's the Eyre World, so that's charged up already. And then yeah, just charging up obviously the caravan now too. So, well, don't forget to hang around, guys. Ready for the next little part of this episode, this little trip. So I do plan on getting to Streaky Bay as well. I don't know if anyone's been there before, but that's on my bit of a list of things to do before I head back home. So the days are getting numbered, but anyway, I'll see how I go. He's got a van parked here on the side of the road, so I think he was staying up at the place where I was staying at, so I'll just double check and make sure he's all good. Hello?
We've got a broken spring.
Oh, that's no good. Oh.
We're going into Eucla.
Yeah, okay.
See if they've got a flat top, they can pick us up or something. On the caravan.
Yeah, right, you can't limp it in.
I don't know. Are you into springs or?
Not really, but I'll have a quick squizzy.
Because I said to my wife, we could block it up and we've got a strap we could tie it. So we could almost limp it in. But
let me park up and I'll see if I can have a look.
Okay.
Springs, eh? We need independent suspension like the Jayco Cross.
Only been out here back, so we've done while we've been away. And
How do these run? Because I don't have dual wheels. How do they run if you take one wheel off?
no, I don't.
You can't do that?
I don't think so, no. We could block it up, like you said, the axle, and we could tie the axle with a strap. Once you take the weight off it, you know, we could pull it forward and hold it to there. But wife said, go and see if they got a flat top, and it's you know, it's easy to do in a garage or you know. Yeah. But and you got all the tools. But our son lives in the Kimberley in Koonalda.
So she's actually snapped, eh, right there.
Yeah. And yet you'd wonder why there's not a lot of pressure on it necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pressure on everything, but I mean, we don't do real forward driving, I think. No.
I didn't even do that because they couldn't.
U-bolts, well, you might need it so much.
Well, they couldn't even tell me what bearings they had. Like not even Jayco could tell me what they were. So.
No. So we thought if we can get a flat top and we're in ROCV Total Care and all that sort of stuff. So
you able to get onto them?
Not from here, we can't. No. You don't have a.
Oh, I've got a Satfa, but I've got something else that I could help with.
It's
Hello, how you going?
Good.
so
Yeah, I don't know whether you can run them off. Some people run them off one wheel. I don't know how that goes.
you'd have to take both tyres off either side though, I'd imagine, to do that. But I'd block it up before that. You know, I'd put a.
But your tyre's still gonna. You mean so it still goes around, like still hits the ground? You mean?
No,
or?
I'd block the axle off
Yep.
the chassis, so we get the right height, and then I pull the strap, put a strap around the axle,
You pull it
and
towards
pull it
that.
back to here, to pull it back into position roughly, and limp in. But if they've got a flat top, they can pick us up. You know.
So it's doing more
See,
damage, doesn't it?
See, it's only here. It's just here it started. Just here when it happened, and it's grooved this
Yeah, I can see.
tyre
that.
out in that
Yeah.
short distance.
It's no good.
In that short, not that it's the end of the world, the tyre, but you can't believe how quickly that ate that out. Oh, you know.
So these poor guys, we're just heading out to the main road, aren't we? To the
Yeah.
bitumen. They've been staying here, and they've just trekked along this little bit of road here and broken a spring on that back wheel now. I'm not a mechanic or anything. I don't know how dual wheels go. Whether you can take a wheel off and limp it in without the wheel, I don't know. But anyway, they're pretty keen to get the RAC. Well, we call it RACQ in Queensland, but RACV for Victoria, I suppose, isn't it, mate?
We want them to rescue us.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my Zoleo, get in contact with my wife, and she might have to work some magic and get something organised. So yeah. Anyway, I'll go and work on it, mate.
Okay.
See what I can do. And you're going to make me a coffee, you said. didn't
Yeah,
you? Oh,
and I'm going to get the RAC.
that's great. Now I have I put cream in my coffee, so just make me a black one.
Yep.
And I've got cream in the back there. Yeah. So.
Okay.
So we all got our dramas, don't we? I might just turn this car off. Need that to be going. And see this little thing here? Look at that. I don't know what communications these guys have when you're in the middle of nowhere, but I'm going to put mine up. So I'll just turn her on without falling off the van. Wait for it to come on. She's on. I'm just going to pop it up on the roof to get the best reception. So I'll just put it up there. And then there we go, just put them up there so that you can sit up there for a minute, get itself going, and then I get my phone and I'm gonna dial in for Shelley to make sure she doesn't think I'm in trouble. So I'll do that. And then there's a Zoleo here, so that just opens up like so, if you can see that. They're all my messages, just like sending SMS messages. So I'll start the process.
Going wrong, you know.
I know, that's right.
But they, you know, as long as it's not favourite sort of thing.
So this is Norm. So Norm, like I said before, mate, I've used that Zoleo. Maybe that's something you need to invest in, mate.
I think it'd be a great idea. I've thought about it many times.
Yep. So what I've done is I sent a message to the missus,
Yep.
and she said she's there, so getting the message. So I've sent all your details to my wife.
Yep.
She's going to ring that number
Yep.
for you and get onto them, explain that you're in the middle of nowhere, and hopefully we can get something rock and rolling for you.
That would be fantastic.
Now I've also sent a message. I know you're not convinced yet, but I've just sent a message to someone I know pretty well about vans,
Yeah.
and I've asked them if you can run a caravan in an emergency with one wheel off the back.
Yep.
So they'll get back to me as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's I suppose if you're in that membership club and they come out, you're already paying for the membership, and they come out and grab everything. I suppose it's just a time, isn't it?
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
I mean, your choice, obviously, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I suppose in an emergency, you can drop your van and
Yeah.
take your car in
Yeah.
and get something sorted. But hey, well, I'll wait back to hear from Shelley. Now, I believe you've made me a coffee.
We can have a coffee. That's
Norm, that sounds awesome. I'll
That's
get my cream,
important.
mate.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No, the coffee's important, isn't it?
It's
I love
important.
my coffee, yes.
When something goes wrong, you've got to start
I
with
know,
coffee.
that's right, yeah.
But,
All right, mate. Well, I'll get my cream and I'll come on over.
thank you very
All right.
much. Thank you.
So Shelley's got back to me. She needs to know what type of road. So it's a dirt road, obviously. I can't send a message. So it's the Koonalda Homestead Road. So here we go, just sending messages. They take, they're not instant obviously, but they're getting through. I've just asked another mate if you can drive a caravan with, you know, with 3 wheels out of 4. So he'll get back to me, and they're asking, Shelley's on the phone to the RAC Victoria at the moment, and she's asking me questions, so I'm trying to get back to her as quick as I can, but it's obviously it takes time. But yeah, still not a bad way to go. There we go, so that message has gone through. Koonalda, Homestead Road. We're 15 k's from Eyre Highway, dirt road, good condition. There we go, that should be enough information for them. And I'll see if Chris gets back to me with the information about the driving a tandem caravan without any, with 3 wheels instead of 4. I've got no idea because I don't have a caravan like that, so absolutely no idea. Wouldn't want to advise it if it's the wrong thing to do. And I suppose RACV's on its way, then they keep them out of trouble.
Steve,
Well, mate, I've got my cream.
Steve, I'm glad you come to rescue us.
It's Mike. No, that's all right.
Mike?
Yeah, you're
Mike.
right. You can call me Steve or Mike. I'll go by anything.
Okay.
Now,
Thanks,
mate,
Mike.
the details is that Shelley's on the phone to them right now. She
Yep.
just needed a few more information, so I've given them our location.
Yep.
I said we're about 15 k's off the Eyre Highway, approximately.
Yep.
On that Koonalda Homestead Road.
Victoria, yeah.
And where are you heading? You're heading west, are you?
We're heading to Perth and up to Kununurra.
Okay.
Our
nice.
son's Kimberley Air Tours in Kununurra.
Oh, wow,
That's his
cool.
business.
So you got to get a free tour, mate.
He float planes. He's been up there for 16 or 18
Yeah,
years. So
rightio.
we
So you're
fly.
gonna get a free tour?
we fly over the Bungles and Lake Argyle.
Oh, he might make you work for it though.
A bit of advertising.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Over here. So
yes.
we got Norm. What's your name?
Lynn.
Lynn. How are you going, Lynn?
I'm good.
And a bit of strife, Lynn.
God, yes.
Uh,
I don't know so well.
oh well, we'll get you sorted, eh?
Yes.
We got help on the way, so that's the main thing.
Fantastic. Yeah, come
And
in
have a coffee, eh? Sounds good. All right. Well, look at this.
We've been hanging out for coffee.
Yeah, I'll help anyone anytime you get a coffee and a biscuit inside a caravan. Look at this. How's that, eh?
Actually, the flies are starting to creep.
Oh, the flies are shocking.
Might close the door.
Yeah, I might show
Wow, look at this. Oh, these guys nice. Thank you very much for that.
No, that's
You're going to buy a Zoleo after this, aren't you?
We are going to buy a Zoleo. We've thought, like I've said, we thought about it several times.
Yep.
For several years, and we keep thinking, oh, we'll be right.
Yeah.
But no, I think
There you go.
we need to buy a Zoleo. Is 2.4. Bloody! I think I'm gonna. Have you got a fly net?
No. Some people have been prepared.
I've got a few.
Have you?
Yeah.
Now, mate. What's going on here? We're waiting for the tow truck. We've got them sorted, haven't we?
Well, I don't know
What
how
do you
the
reckon you're going to do? What do you
tow truck's going to pull this back wheel on. It's the back wheel's jammed
jammed a bit there?
against the back, so I don't know how he's going to. I don't know how he's going to pull it up on the truck. So I thought what I might do is jack the caravan up so the wheel's hanging.
Yep.
And pull it forward with a strap and put a chock underneath the axle to the body of the caravan so it'll stay in place while he pulls it on the back of the
Sounds like a good idea, mate. And I like your jack. This is not the caravan.
yeah, this is a caravan
It came with
jack.
the caravan.
Came with, and we've had to use it a couple of times.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, look at this. The nets are coming out.
The
Thank
nets
you.
are coming
Flies
out.
are terrible here, aren't they?
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Well, there you go. Now look a bit scary. This is the best way to go, isn't it? I might learn something here, mate. A dual axle is a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We never really wanted to do it.
I know it's a bit of a waste, but because that one's off the ground to this dropper on the other side.
Oh, yep. And you'll put it on the axle.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan. All right. Oh, would you check this net out that I've been lent while we're out here helping these folks out? So there's a tow truck on the way. They gave us a bit of a time of 3 hours from about an hour and a half ago. So there's not much traffic. So I reckon when we hear something coming, I reckon most likely that might be them. Everything's done correctly.
Do you want me
Safely,
to
I suppose.
grab anything? I've got plants all around there. I don't want anything around there.
Yeah, got a few little chips over there. Well, at least you're able to pull up, you know, straight away. Hey,
No problem.
and notice that it happened.
Yeah, we didn't know what happened. We heard the noise.
Yeah, rightio, yeah.
And we thought, shit, the bikes are falling off the back. That's our first thought.
But it was a bit more sinister than that. We're just being kind to the guy with the tilt truck. Just pulled that wheel a bit closer so that it's a bit easier to get up there. So, well, now we just sit here and wait, don't we? So hopefully someone will come along shortly.
Must be beer time by now.
Oh, I reckon it is, mate. But I've run out. So have you ever got any of them?
Yeah.
How's this, eh? I've stopped at the right place. I had my last one last night.
Did you?
Yeah, I was running where I could stock up.
Well,
I've used my last pair of jocks today, and I had my last beer last night. Yeah, you got any spare jocks,
I
mate?
got some used stuff.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Well, I reckon you can wear them 4 times, can't you?
Keep
Inside,
turning
outside,
around.
and turn them around, and yeah, away you go. He's offered me
A beer.
a beer. Now, could I say no to that? It's beer o'clock anytime, anywhere, isn't it?
Well, it's a bit warm, and there's a lot of flies around.
Oh,
So we're going to have to stick it under our fly.
Yeah. That's it. Well, I'm looking forward to this part.
It's
Norm.
a problem though. The problem is, it's VB.
Oh, Victoria, BB.
Oh,
You know, beggars can't be choosers. They
no,
can,
well that's what I was a bit worried about.
Ah,
Coming from,
the old Great
well,
Northern.
we drink a bit of Great Northern.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I suppose if you're from Victoria, you're going to drink VB, aren't you? We've got a Everest, and we're towing this van. And here he comes. He's giving me a VB.
Yeah.
First time I've had a VB for I don't know how long, mate.
Well, there's either VB or this is a local brewery, which is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go local brewery, mate.
Okay.
Don't want to take your VB away from you. Hey. No worries.
City Road Breweries.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
No,
All right.
mate.
Wellington Peninsula.
Well, you hold that, and if you hold that
I'll
for me,
hold that.
I'll just tilt it back that way. Here we go, and you can get us cracking the beer open. Here we go. I'll stop for anyone that gives me a beer, I tell you. And a coffee and some biscuits.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you for stopping.
No.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, that's not going to work, is it?
This is a difficult
interesting.
bit.
This is it.
First time wearing a net.
Hang on, we'll have to.
Hold on. Sneak it in here somehow.
The flies are not good here.
Mm.
But I wish.
I just want to show you on the back how many flies are on your back,
Oh,
so people can
that's pretty scary.
see.
I reckon there could be a truck coming now, either that or a caravan. But I wish
They're
we
pretty
had.
bad on my back, eh?
Eh?
Thank you for that.
Yes.
My son's got stubby holders, Kindly Air Tours,
Yep.
and I've given them all away. I haven't got any.
Oh,
So I was going to get.
maybe I'll give you one of mine. How's that? I got one.
Yeah.
I'll give you one of mine.
Got a broken axle on the caravan. But, not an axle, a spring. So the guys can come out.
Mate, I've got a better stubby cooler for you.
Ah, beautiful.
There you go.
Oh, I wish we had one of these.
Oh, that's
So
right.
it is
That's fantastic. Where to sticker to put on too.
YouTube, Prado,
that's it.
150 out of here.
That's me, yeah. So when you've got
Find it
spare
on
time, you can
Where
you
does
Facebook.
can
I
it
am
go?
check it
Put
out.
on too,
YouTube, Prado,
that's it.
150 out of here.
That's me, yeah. So when you've got
Find it
spare
on
time,
Facebook.
you can
I am
look it up.
going to, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do Facebook and Instagram, so there you go.
So
It's
you,
better than Brown's sawdust and shaving.
Nah.
they delivered that to
There
the
you go.
chook farm.
Oh yep, no, you can swap it over and you can,
Yeah.
dare I say, put a VB in that stubby cooler.
Probably never had one in there before.
Oh no, definitely not. So folks, I'm just still here waiting with these lovely people. Now I am going to mention Zoleo. So I've just got it sitting up there on top of my treads there to get the best satellite signal. So I've just had it sitting up there. Now, I have been able to, I want to give credit to Shelley too, I've been able to send a message to Shelley with all these guys' details. She's been able to ring the RACV in this case. They're not here yet, but nonetheless, we're in the middle of absolute nowhere. There's no phone signal, except for some people talking on the UHF radio, of course. And she's been able to make all the phone calls for me and organise some help for these poor people. So whatever you do, these guys are going to go and get one after this because they've seen the value in having one. So, you know, if a sat phone, you don't want to pay your money for a sat phone, this is the perfect way to go. I've just been corresponding with Shelley this whole time, just giving her updates. I was able to give her the exact location to where we are, so she could give that to the people that are coming. They wanted to know all the dimensions of the caravan that there is, so I was able to give all that information as well. There you have it. And I've just come back to my phone because I just wanted to check on any messages. So the people that are coming, they've got the special phone number for this, so they can send a message if they need to. They know it's only text only. But how about that, eh? Otherwise, I don't know what these guys would have done without that. If you don't have someone that can make all the phone calls for you like I had for Shelley, you can press the SOS button. What's the plan, Norm? These people, there's no one showed up for us.
No, it's a bit
6 hours.
It's a bit disappointing. We hope we can get it to the end of the road out on the highway.
Okay. It's about, I think it's about 10 to 15 k's, I think, left, isn't it?
And camp there overnight.
Can you get past me?
Yep.
If you want, and then if you're happy with it, I'll just follow you nice and slow to
That is excellent.
the picture and make sure that you got a UHF, haven't you?
Yeah.
You want to, what channel you want to be on so when I jump in the car?
Well, I was sticking on 40.
Yep, 40. Yep, I'm on 40. Sounds good. So then I can tell you that your wheel's going to fall off. Ah, I shouldn't say that, should I?
I hope not. We won't say why.
Are you going past mine, or do you want to stay behind mine in case?
No, I'll go
You'll go
past.
past?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate, can you hear me?
Yeah, we haven't used the CB since we had it going on the UHF radio. And we had trouble getting it going.
You're right. And I jumped out of the car because I left my Zoleo on the roof, so I thought I'd better grab it. But yeah, it's tracking along nicely at the moment. Yeah, the only thing I'd say is not to worry you, but that front wheel just looks like it's slightly in on the top, but maybe that's just the way they look possibly, or it's because it's half connected to the other one. Yeah, but other than that, mate, she's just cruising along. It's rubbing or not on the tyres, so we'll have a bit of a gander, see how we're travelling. RACV, disgusting. So they're paying a full membership. They're two elderly people out in the middle of nowhere, okay? And I've just got this message from Shelley. Okay, they rang back and yep, no idea about the tow truck either. I told them your plan and that they will drive to phone signal tomorrow. I doubt anyone will come today. So we got in touch with them at 10:30. This is disgusting, absolutely disgusting service. I mean, if I hadn't come past, they would still be sitting here, you know, trying to work things out. Yep, okay, they've got a strap, they've put a strap together. You know, I'm not sure, I've got no idea whether you can drive these things with one wheel on the back, without one wheel. So anyway, when I get to Nullarbor, which is where I'm going to be, yeah, making some phone calls and absolutely giving them hell about that. You know, I get cranky about toilet paper being left in the bush with poo underneath. I'm equally cranky about this kind of stuff. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely. So anyway, that's my rant. Anyway, I'm following them. the van seems to be doing okay. I mean, look, end of the day, yes, they can unhitch from their van and they can go and get some help. So it's not like dire straits, but it's not the point. You're paying for this membership. We've contacted them. We said we're stuck, and you know, nothing's been done about it. So absolutely disgusting. No way. No way. Yeah, you know, he's going to say there's nothing wrong with it. After you taped it up. G'day mate, how are you?
Alright, just chuck the shoot.
Yeah. We didn't know how far we should go because the spring is broken. It's sitting down the back tyre and it was rubbing, when it broke, rubbing it and that got the tyre out. So we jacked it up, pulled the wheel tight, we got the straps holding it.
Yeah, but you can go for that, looks like I'm going forward.
So
You might as well hook him.
Yep.
You unhook it and I'll spin around and get where you are.
What do you think about all that, Lynn? Unbelievable.
Well, it's thankful we got the right coordinates.
Well, I got that right.
So when you said there's the heavies,
oh, well, they checked the...
is that the heavy vehicle?
Yeah. They don't like them. Well, I better get back to Shelley then, because these guys sent her a message because we've had so many mixed messages, and the poor fella here, he's from Eucla, so the message about being the 20th is completely out the window. It's like Chinese whispers out here. It
is.
So what happened? So he went up the Cook Road. Well, the Cook Road is the next one pretty much up there. They sent him up there. I don't know how they got that name, but that's where they sent him. And because I sent the exact coordinates of where we were to Shelley, and a map, and of course the road that we're on, and of course that we're not far from that homestead. So I mean, what could go wrong? But what went wrong was he was miles away from us. So poor fella. But anyway, these guys are...
So we could have most probably had him at 12 o'clock.
I know, when he said he was going to be here. Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, help is
the
here.
Outback. That's the Outback.
And I'm going to go let Shelley know that the tow truck has shown up. But the tow truck is here. They're going to be fine. And then they got the GPS position from Shelley, which I sent Shelley, and once he got that, he knew exactly where we were.
Quite relieved now. The first thing he said, have you seen the caravan broken down? And I said, that's us. I said, the spring broken.
Mate, you know, I have to say, I don't know your thoughts on this, mate, but I've already explained my thoughts. I think the RACV suck. No, seriously, I think you should make a serious complaint about that.
Yeah.
So they got the exact information.
Yeah.
They couldn't have got better information of our location, right? GPS coordinates, the whole works, right? It was all sent. And they sent them to a different place. Yes. And then they gave Shelley all this information that is just like Chinese whispers.
It seems crazy, doesn't it, out here?
I mean, you're in the, where you can't get too much, well, you can get more remote than this, but we're remote. We've got no normal phone signal, nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want to be in a disastrous situation, would you?
No.
Like a real disaster.
No, I know.
And have this happen. I mean, you were going to be camping on the side of the road, and then have to follow it up in your own car,
and not know what to do.
And you're doing it this way because you're paying a membership for this service that you obviously haven't got the best service today, because you don't want to damage your caravan anymore and cause more dramas.
No.
That's right, isn't it?
Well, we were worried that it was going to get damaged more.
Yeah.
But this guy didn't do anything wrong. He did what he was told.
Oh, no, definitely. It's not him. It's coming from wherever their office is, Melbourne or whatever they're, you know,
crazy,
sending him on a... I mean, you send someone on the wrong road here.
Yeah.
You know, that could be 200 k's or something out of...
Yeah. And he looks like he did. He went a fair way out of
Yeah, he
his
said
way.
Cook Road or something, which is way up there. He's from Euclid, good bloke, nothing, not his fault. He's been given completely different directions on where we were. They got the 15 Ks correct, but up another road, which is about 3 or 4 along this way, fair way down. So he's done a lot of, they don't like driving on the dirt road for some reason, but so he's done quite a bit of driving around to try and find us, even though the exact perfect coordinates were sent via me to Shelley to RACV.
I know, I had trouble finding the right shirt, the right pants.
Hey, is Norm in trouble?
A white
That'd
shirt.
be something that I'd do. Mate, you've done a good job strapping up that wheel. You wouldn't even know, would you? Well, we hope. So here we go, folks, under there. She's up on the tow truck. And Norm's done a great job at strapping that down. You wouldn't even know that there's a spring broken in there, but it's the front of the front part of it. So anyway, better to be safe than sorry. I'm trying to get this down the Witcham Road, and they're going to drive back to Euclid, and it'll be good. Well, isn't that nice? A happy ending. He he was so grateful. But hey, that's just what you do, isn't it? And I'm more than happy to help out. And they're such nice people, very nice people. And yeah, I hope it all goes well and I get their car sorted. So I'm gonna get on the road before the dark comes and find myself a place to camp, hopefully at Nullarbor. So yeah, all right. Well, morning, folks. Now it's daylight. Better check out all these vans at Nullarbor Roadhouse. There's just G'day mate, how you going?
Well, slowly, but getting there. Yeah.
I just was walking across and I saw you just about to take off, mate, and I see you're on the treadly.
Yep.